The truth is that on Wall Street, a lot of people just weren't very good at their jobs.
It started out 16 months ago as a mortgage crisis. Then it slowly evolved into a credit crisis.
When you ask about the taxpayers being on the hook, guess what? They're already on the hook.
Restore confidence in America's economy. An unusual step for a lame duck president, but the country
claim to be free market advocates when it's really an anything-goes mentality.
On Friday, Congress finally passed and President Bush
begin to restore strength and stability to America's financial system.
rescue package in which the taxpayers will buy up Wall Street's bad investments.
This is a full-blown financial storm.
So in just 6 months, 3 of the 5 biggest independent firms on Wall Street have now disappeared.
The numbers are staggering, but they don't begin to explain the greed and incompetence that created this mess.
Regulation, no supervision, no discipline.
Terrible debt that was magnified by reckless borrowing, complex securities.
The idea that you could lend money to someone who couldn't pay it back is not an inherently attractive idea.
I don't want these companies coming to Congress.
However, it seemed to fly with people who are making $10 million a year.
Thinking that they can take the money, do whatever they want to do.
They decide to punish the country.
because Neil Kashkari, the man in charge of the bailout.
American people tax
They're
dollars
supposed to be the smartest investors in the world, and they did it themselves.
I will call it a criminal neglect and incompetence.
They're certainly not worth it. It's better to let them
That's a successful bank. Instead of helping consumers with mortgages
People at the top of these firms chose to look away, to take more risk, to enrich themselves, and it is truly a crime.
What's our risk? Break it down.
$12 billion.
That's unacceptable.
But we have a real situation here. Our clients are about to jump
The
ship.
problem is saving this company, not the clients, this company.
We shifted $4 billion in deposits, which leaves us with $8 billion.
Until our clients figure out that we sold them worthless papers.
But that move only buys us a few more weeks at best.
I talked to Merrill. They said they'd insure the paper for 2 weeks, but they want $200 million to do it.
2 weeks. 2 weeks is nothing. We need 2 months at least. No. It's time for triage. It's time to dump the certificates on the market, all of them. Dump them.
What about the pension fund investors? We're talking over $15 billion here.
That's not our problem.
But if other houses follow suit, it could start a stampede.
Our priority is saving this house, and fuck all the others. Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it. Investors gamble, they lose. That's the risk that they agree to take, is it not? They don't complain when they make money on the market. Why should they complain when they lose money on the market? Shit happens. Now dump it. Dump it all right fucking now.
Even after we dump the stocks, we're still far too exposed, and we've got no parachute here.
I'm gonna take care of that. Charlotte?
Yes, Mr. Sancroft?
Set up a luncheon date for me with the Secretary of Treasury.
Will do.
Today.
Understood, sir. Today.
Thanks.
You heard Stancroft. He said the entire company's in jeopardy.
Yeah, with $51 million in his pocket. And you know as well as I do, this is bullshit. This is Stancroft and his fucking pissing contest with his goddamn
I know what you're
partners.
saying, but we don't really have a choice, do we?
All right, people, listen up.
All right, I've got some great news for you guys. In the next 3 days, we are going to increase your incentives by 3%. But I need you to get on the horn and get all your top clients and really push the Real Estate Growth Super Fund. As well, you will be receiving a memo in the next couple minutes detailing all the products that we need you guys to unload. You got me?
Whoever sells the most gets the largest bonus. All right, let's go, people. Let's go. Let's move. Let's go. Sell those numbers. Sell, sell.
Hey, girl.
Hey, boy.
The good news, as we can see here, is that tumors are completely gone. That's the good news.
Is bad news?
Not bad news, simply less than good news. The glands are still acting up, which is why we're seeing a recurrence of your symptoms.
But you got everything, right?
Yes, we see this on occasion. Even though the tumors are gone, the gland still acts out, as it were, as though the tumor was still there.
So what do we do?
Hormone injections once a week, that's the first thing. It's a tricky balancing act. We'll have to monitor your levels until we find the right mix. Also, your blood sugar level has skyrocketed. Again, as a result of the gland's reaction to the tumor, so we'll have to treat you for diabetes.
But she's gonna be all right.
Oh, yes. We just have a bit more ways to go to get you there, that's all.
What about, We're
planning on getting pregnant before the diagnosis.
At this particular time, it would be an extremely high-risk pregnancy, both for you and the baby. It's not something I could recommend. But once we get you to acceptable levels with treatment, which lowers the risk, then by all means, yes. There's a new gene therapy that certain patients have responded well to, which could get us to normalcy faster. It's a little on the experimental side, but I could...
Sign is up, Doc.
Yeah.
Excellent. The paperwork will be up front. And Rosie, I know it's difficult, but try hard to relax and not to worry. It only adds stress to your system, okay?
Thank you.
Thanks, Doc.
You're welcome.
It seems as if your coverage cap limit has been reached.
Coverage cap limit. What's that?
That's standard among many insurers. You really should call them. But regarding today, we'll need a payment before we can schedule another appointment.
Oh, okay. We can call in later then to reschedule.
No.
We'll call them.
It's fine. We'll use the card. I'm sure it's some kind of mistake. If I can get my wallet in my pocket. There you go. There.
Sure, use the card.
Am I sure?
Oh, really? You could just call them. So should we keep next Tuesday then? Does that work?
Yeah, why don't you just call in and we can...
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks.
Coverage cap.
What?